I will now like to review exercise 19-8, and this has to do with stock options. Now, stock options do not record their expense based on the market rate at date of grant. They actually base it on an option pricing model amount. Walters Audio Visual Inc. offers an incentive stock option plan to its regional managers. On January 1, 2021, options were granted for 40 million $1 par common shares. The exercise price is the market price on the grant to be $8. Options cannot be exercised prior to January 1, 2023 and expires December 31st, 2027. The fair value of the 40 million options are estimated to be $1 per option. Determine the total compensation costs pertaining to the incentive stock option plan. Well, the estimated fair value per option is $1. The number of grants issued were 40 million. So the total compensation expense should be the 40 million divided by the 2 years of vesting. So its compensation expenses debited for 20 million and paid in capital / stock options are credited for 20 million. Meets the requirement 1 and 2. Now prepare the appropriate journal entry to record compensation expense in 2022. And it would be the same as requirement 2, a debit to compensation expense and a credit to paid in capital stock options for $20 million. Now requirement 4, prepare the appropriate journal entry to record the 75% of options on the exercise of 75% of the options on March 12th, 2023, when the market price is $9. Well, the executives were able to purchase their stock for the $8 was the exercise price. So the corporation would debit cash for $8. Now, because it's only 75% were exercised, it would be the $8 times 40 times 75%, which means 30 million shares were exercised. So there would be a debit to cash of $240. Now, the paid in capital stock options would have to be credited because now the stock has been issued. And 75% of the full amount of 40 would be $30 million debit to paid in capital stock options. The par value of the common stock that has been issued is $30 million times $1 par for 30 million shares, for $1 par for the $30 million. And paid in capital in excess of par would be the remainder of 240. Now, in requirement 4, what happens to the 10 that were not exercised and the exercise right expires on December 31st, 2027? Well, since they have expired, you have to remove or reduce the paid in capital for stock options for the remaining amount of $10 million and credit paid in capital expiration of stock options for $10 million.